Hello and welcome to Board Game TV. It's Terror Tuesday and we're playing Eldritch Horror. And we're going to be playing against Nephren. Here he is right here. Now his Doom track starts at 12. The cultists are, these are their stats. An investigator on this space or adjacent space loses 1 health or 1 sanity. Alright, so at the reckoning, each investigator may move 1 space towards the bent pyramid, then each investigator did not move loses 1 sanity. When 3 mysteries have been solved, we win. When he awakens, we flip the sheet. Okay, so the first mystery that I have is the Black Wind. When this card enters play, place 1 Eldritch token on each of the following spaces: Alexandria, the Bent Pyramid, Cairo, and Tel Al-Ameh, or how you pronounce that. As an encounter, an investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to banish the Black Wind from Egypt. He draws and resolves a Black Wind special encounter. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to half, which would be 2, solve this mystery. And if you notice, we're playing with the Egypt sideboard, which has the Sahara Desert, Alexandria, the Bent Pyramid, Tel Al-Ameh now, whatever, Cairo, and the Nile River. And as you can see, like to space 17, to Heart of Africa, and to space 10. So there's 3 ways to get on that board. So it's called a local path, so it doesn't cost anything to move from there to the other place. I haven't won a game of Eldritch Horror yet, so I surely would like to try to win this one. But I'm not confident of this group. So I have a gate here at the Heart of Africa. Crazed mob there. I have a clue here in London and a clue here. And let's have a look at our heroes. We have Michael McGlynn here. As an action, if you are in a city space, you may gain 1 item or service asset of your choice from the reserve. If you do, gain a wanted condition. Once per round, you may reroll 1 die when resolving a deal or pursuit condition effect. And these are his stats. And he starts off with the Tommy gun. Gain +4 during combat. And there he is right there in London. And we have Rex Murphy. And he gets to improve a condition. I improved his lore. He gets the Lucky Talisman. Once per round you may reroll all your dice. But he has his curse condition. He starts off with this. Only 6s count as successes. Okay, if you gain another curse condition, flip this card. If you would gain a blessed condition, discard this card. And then, action. Gain any number of assets of your choice from the reserve with total value less than your influence. If you do not have a curse condition, gain 1 clue. Improve 1 skill of your choice and gain a curse condition. So this is basically making you always just about have a curse condition. I've kind of always been iffy about that because that curse condition really can hurt things. He starts here in space 1, which is Alaska. And then we have Patrice Hathaway, the violinist. She came with a banishment spell. Test lore +2. If you pass, discard 1 monster on the nearest space containing a gate with toughness equal to or less than your result, then flip this card. You may spend 1 clue and 1 focus to improve 1 skill of your choice. When you close a gate during the Otherworld encounter, gain 1 clue and 1 focus. So there we go. The problem is, I don't have anybody close, well, they're not too far. He's pretty far from where we need to get. We need to get over here and do at least 2 encounters on the Egypt board. But, oh, and Patrice started with a clue. I think we may take our time a little bit, although, I get a clue here, he can get a clue there. I can start moving Rex. I don't know where to start moving Rex to be honest with you. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. And our first player is Michael. And I am going to stay there in London. We're going to try to get that clue. And I think what I'm going to do as my first action, I want to gain a focus. And then as a second action, I want to try to acquire assets. So, see if I can get anything. That totally stunk. So, that's it for him. Well, there's Rex. What do I want to do with him? Well, with Rex, I guess I'll probably just move here to San Francisco. Well, let's see. I could get the Holy Cross. And the Arcane Manuscript. Or the Arcane Scholar. And the Arcane Manuscript. That actually wouldn't be bad. Let's do the Holy Cross. He'll gain that. As an action, gain a number of assets of your choice from the reserve with total value, less value. He has a 3. So let's do that. And we'll gain the Arcane Manuscript. Okay. And that's it for him. Patrice, we'll focus. And we're going to move her here to try to get that clue. Okay, well, that's where we're at. Let's see how we do. First up is Michael. He is in, of course, a city space. So it says, since touching the idol at the Egypt exhibit, you have heard whispers when you are alone. Lore -1. Well, we have a lore of 2. That's not that good. So let's see if we can do this. And we pass. If you pass, you translate the words before the voices stop. Gain this clue and 1 additional clue. Well, that was very worthwhile. All right. If you fail, well, we didn't. Okay. Rex is in San Francisco. So let's see what happens with him. Wrong card. Alright, you visit the Bohemian Club. Influence -1. Okay, here we go. Alright, his influence is going to 3, -1 is 2. Now the Lucky Talisman lets him re-roll all his dice, so he gets a free do-over, but let's see. No. Okay, so let's see what we can do with our free do-over. No, we still don't make it. Okay. Alright. If you pass, blah blah blah. If you fail, you lose track of how many days you have been in the club with hardly a bite to eat. Lose 2 health unless you spend 1 focus. Well, I don't have any focus, so I'm going to have to lose 2 health. Okay. That wins about as well as I expected it to go. And Patrice here, she's in a wilderness space, so let's see what happens with her. You inspect the charred remains of a ritual sacrifice, hoping to discover information about the perpetrators. Observation. Pass. Well, see, I got 3 6s there. I could have used that with Rex. Psh. If you pass, you find the hieroglyph carved into the skull. Gain this clue. Okay, so I think that was actually a decent start. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and go on to our Mythos phase. See what happens. And we have a rumor. Space 10. Well, that's kind of where we want to go anyways. Let's put a little marker there on Space 10. Okay. Let's put a clue token out. See, we have one at this. No, that's no good. And you see, we have one at 16. 16 is up here, And Alexandria will be right here. Okay. And as an encounter, drawn to our world. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 10 may attempt to keep himself hidden from the monstrous forces invading this area. If he passes, he may spin clues equal to investigators 2 to solve the rumor. If he fails, he resolves a monster surge on his space. Each investigator on space containing a gate resolves a monster surge. That's not actually that bad of a rumor, so I might not really focus too much on that. Alright, let's pass the first player token to Rex. And I'm going to try to think about where the hell I want to go with him. I may use him to just build shit up and then have him trade with other characters. Because this action of his to where he can gain all this stuff is actually really good. I guess he's kind of got to be a little bit better. Because he kind of got to get 6s all the time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him move here. And I will have him do his action and get 2 assets. And I'm going to get the alchemical concoction. And let's see. And the syndicate agent. Okay. I sit with him. Now I'm going to take Michael. I'm sorry, it's Patrice's turn. And we're going to move 1. And she's going to do an asset check. Actually, she's not. She's going to prepare for travel. We're going to give her a ship ticket. Okay. And then Michael is going to go. He's going to go to Rome. And I already got at least 1 focus on him. I can do an acquire assets thing with him, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I got no successes. Okay, he's having a hard time. Okay, well that's it for them. So let's go ahead and start with Rex. He's over in a city space. Ooh. All right. The idyllic city is invigorating but expensive. Recover 1 health and 1 sanity. Well, I don't have any. You ask the locals about finding bargains. Influence. Alright, come on now. We can... oh, wait. I do get a health back. Okay. Alright, so... his influence is 3. I don't have any bonuses on that, so... Let's see what I can do. I didn't get it, so let's try that again. I can re-roll with the lucky talisman. I did. I got a 6 there. I got 2 6s as a matter of fact, so that's good. If you pass, gain 1 resource. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's give him a ship ticket here. Okay, Patrice is in Australia there, Sydney. So let's see. You dream of crossing a vast desert hunted by an enormous winged creature. In the dream, you turn to face your fears. Do a will check. Okay, she has a will of 3. And she passes. If you pass, you wake up feeling more alive than ever. Improve your strength. Okay. That was her weakest condition, so that actually was good. And then Michael is over here in Rome. Let's see what he's going to get. You are invigorated by a visit to a magnificent cathedral. Improve will. Okay. Everybody's just improving stuff here. In the basement, you find a mosaic depicting robed men bowing before a great fire. To your horror, it is surrounded by scorch marks that resemble human silhouettes. Will -1. Okay, that's 3 again. And I passed. So, there we go. And that is the end of the turn. So let's see what's going to happen again. Next Mythos phase here. Alright, so we're going to have a movement here. This is not that, so we're not going to have any type of good stuff there. So let's see, we're going to have a Reckoning. And let's see what we have. Now, let's start with our players. The only Reckoning we have is his curse condition, so let's see if we can get rid of that for a second. No. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. Okay, so I can discard it, but, you know, we're going to gain that right the hell back. So, there we go. Let's see. Each investigator... Well, let's do the crazed mob first here. Roll 1 die on 1 or 2, advance student by 1. Okay. No. Okay. And now our rumor. Each investigator on a space containing a gate. Alright, we don't have anybody on a space containing a gate, so that rumor won't be done. And then nephren has each investigator may move 1 space towards the bent pyramid. Then each investigator that did not move loses 1 sanity. Okay, I am going to take that up, so we're going to move her here. We're actually going to move him here at space 10, and he's going to actually be right there. And so he's there in the Sahara. And Rex, sure, why not? Which is the closest way to the bent pyramid? I guess it would be this way. So there we go. Okay, let's let me think about that for a second. Okay, I think I am gonna move him there. I guess I'll move him that way as well. I kind of maybe wanted to keep him on the board, but it's fine. So we're gonna put a gate out, and we have 1 at Cairo actually. So there we go, and let's pick a monster. Put a monster in Cairo. We have this guy right here. That's not a good looking guy. And let's see what happens. Each investigator on the active expedition space or adjacent space, that's none of us, loses 2 health and becomes delayed. Then search the expedition counter deck for each card and return it to the game box, and then shuffle the counter deck. Okay, so I guess we're getting rid of that. Let's put the active expedition at where the hell is this thing going? Sydney, believe it or not. Okay, there we go. There's a Mythos. Okay, so let's move our first player token. That was actually a really big help, because we got a free move there. And I guess I'll put him back out here. I could get rid of this rumor, I guess. I think I probably will try to solve that rumor. Hell, why not? I'm there. So, first we do Patrice. Now, we're going to move Patrice here to 17. And, unfortunately, what is this thing's toughness? Shit, it's toughness of 3. She has a lore. Okay, I have this banishment spell. I could get rid of that monster on that gate there, but I have to roll really good. What I want to do with her is get here, get rid of this monster, get the eldritch token, close the gate there as well, and then have Michael solve the rumor, and then move around and try to close out one of those gates there, and then we'll have our first mystery done. But I got to be successful on this banishment spell, so it does give me a +2. So I would get to roll 5 dice, and this thing does have a toughness of 3. So I would have to get 3 successes. I do have a focus token, and I do have 2 clue tokens I can spend. So I think I'm going to do that as an action, because this is considered adjacent to this, because see, that's how it is. So I'll move there, and then as my second action I'm going to do that. So we're going to get 5 die, and I'm going to try to get 3 successes. Oh, I only got 1. Well, that's terrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a focus and roll. Okay, that's 2. Now I have 2 clues. I'm going to spin these clues actually and roll 2 more dice and see if I can get at least 1 success. Okay, I did. I got 3 successes. So I can discard this monster. He can go away. And then I have to flip this. And I got 3. The magic is powerful. Discard 1 monster of your choice in the space regardless of its toughness instead. Oh, okay. I'll flip this card. Okay, so that worked out kind of good. So that's fine. Just hope we don't have a monster surge. Okay. So that worked out pretty good. So that's her actions. Michael is this is a wilderness space, so I can't really do anything. I could get another focus, and then I can do well, that's really just about all the actions he can do, really. Is that, and then I'll try to beat that rumor. So alright, let's do that. And Rex, Rex is actually going to move here, and I think what he's going to do is he's going to trade. And he's not the fighter. We're gonna have Michael be the fighter. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him the Syndicate Agent, which is an ally, so he's gonna be even stronger. And then I'm gonna give him the Holy Cross, which is gonna help his will. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with him. So I'll keep the Alchemical Concoction, because just in case I need it. And it says you do not have a curse condition, gain 1 clue. Alright, so we're going to gain a clue. Alright. Improve a skill of your choice. And I'm going to improve influence. Well, you know what? I am going to improve observation. It seems like it's the next lower one. And then I gain that curse condition, so there we go. Okay, and so that's the end of that. So we have Patrice. She's here at a city space, so let's do her. And let's see here, it says, the shop is robbed while you are browsing. You attempt to fend off a thief's strength. Well, strength's not her strong suit. But she passed. If you pass, the store owner is very gracious. Gain 1 item asset from the reserve. I'm going to gain the Holy Spear. That's a 3. That's a 4 combat. That's very good. Okay. So that was good for her. Okay, now he's going to have this thing instead of as a counter. He is going to do observation -1. Now he can only roll 1 die. But I do have 2 focus tokens, so let's see if I can get successful. And I am. I didn't have to spin anything. Okay, I'm going to spin 2 clues, because he may spin clues equal to half the investigator, which is 2, and I do have 2. And we're going to get rid of this rumor. So this rumor is done. We can take that off the board. Alright, and then Rex is going to have a wilderness encounter. And we have some garbage was left here by a previous traveler. You search through the piles of refuse. Observation. Well, that's going to be 3. And I got a 6. Look at that. If you pass, you gain 1 random item asset from the deck. Okay, and that's going to be intelligence report. When you gain this card, immediately gain 2 clues. And so we have, now that's 3 clues, which is really good. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. So, alright, not too bad. Let's go ahead and draw a Mythos card. And here we go. Burden of Greed. So we're going to move here. Now we're going to move Doom 1. Because, well, that did that. So Doom has moved 1. We have some reckoning we're going to have to do. Now, Nephraka's reckoning is each investigator may move 1 space. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So Patrice is actually going to go here to Cairo. Michael is actually going to go here to the Sahara Desert. Rex is going to stay behind. I'm not going to move Rex. He's going to end up losing 1 sanity because of that. Okay. So we've done that. Let's do the Crazed Mob. We know if we roll a 1, we advance Doom. Okay, that's fine. We didn't do that. And let's check his curse condition. Okay, well, no, he still keeps it. Okay, so that's it. So let's put a new gate on the board, and we have one at Buenos Aires, which is here. Let's pick a monster. And we have a zombie. Okay. Alright, each investigator may discard any number of item possessions. Then he loses 1 health for each item possession he has. Okay, I'm not discarding anything for her, so she will just lose 1 health. Okay, Rex will lose this. And he will lose 2 health. Okay. Michael will just go ahead and take the loss. Well, man, that was item possessions. Okay, well that's not an item, that's a trinket, so he will take that. 1, 2, so he's only going to lose 2. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's do Michael. So I'm going to move Michael. We're gonna move him here, and I got plenty of focus. Let's do an acquire assets. Why not? I can acquire 1. I could take rumor mill. When you gain this card, immediately gain 1 clue. Okay, I'll take it, and we'll get rid of that card, and let's replace it. Okay, Rex, what do I want to do with Rex? You know, I may, even though I can't succeed, or have trouble succeeding, I think I'm going to do Rex. I think this is what I'm going to do with him. I think he's going to try to close his gate. I'm going to move him here 1. Okay. And then I'm going to do my action. I'm going to gain the museum curator. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving a test during the expedition encounter or mystic ruins encounter. When you gain this card from the deck or reserve, gain 1 relic unique asset. So that's very good. So let's do that. I'll start from the bottom. Let's see. I mean, I know he only has 6s, but the Mask of, I can't even pronounce that. You may spend one improvement or impairment token to improve one skill of your choice or gain one talent condition. Well, that's not that great. I was hoping for a little bit better. Okay, and Patrice, she will gain a focus. So let's give her a focus. She's going to stay there. So let's have her also do and acquire assets, which is only 2. Well, we'll see. No, I didn't get anything. Okay. Alright, so Michael, it's his turn. And we want to try to get this eldritch token here. So let's see here. The black wind. Alright. At night, the black wind swirls about the graves of the recently deceased, and not long after, the dead claw their way to the surface. You search through a collection of ancient papyrus scrolls, hoping to find a way to send the risen dead to the afterlife. Observation. Again, his observation is garbage. However, I do have a couple focus tokens, and a clue actually. But I pass on the first one. Wow. You find a suitable prayer to Anubis, god of the underworld, and you undertake the accompanying ritual. Lore. Okay, his lore is not the greatest either. That is just a 2. Okay, I failed. So I'm going to spend a focus token. I'm going to spend my other focus token. Alright, now I'm going to spend... That's it for those. Now I'm going to spend my clue. And I got a 5. Woo! Alright, if you pass, Anubis made furious by the encroachment upon his domain banishes the black wind. Places eldritch token on the active mystery. Okay. So we've done that. So we're going to put this on the active mystery. Okay. And I'll probably stay there next turn and try to get that clue. Alright. So it's Rex's turn. We're here at a city. So let's have a city encounter. It says a flood has destroyed the library. You look through the sludge for valuable items. Observation. This observation is 3. And I got a 6. Look at that. Alright. If you pass, gain 1 tome unique asset and 1 spell. Okay, so the spell will be shriveling. And 1 tome unique asset. Well, okay, the Necronomicon. Alright. Okay, and now Patrice. She's going to do the black wind. The wind shrieks and wails, sucking moisture from the atmosphere and withering plant life into dust. Suddenly the air ignites and a curtain of flame begins to spread outward, leaping from structure to structure. You invoke the water spirits in the area to halt its advance. Test your lore. She has a lore of 3. Okay, we've got that 5 there. The sky opens up and a heavy rain begins to fall. The advancing flames flicker and die, and the spirit of shimmering Leonine woman appears before you. You attempt to sway the spirit to banish the black wind. Influence. She's not the greatest at influence. Okay, I'm going to have to spend a focus on that. Wow, I got the 5. So that was good. If you pass, place the eldritch token on the active mystery. Okay, now it says at the end of the Mythos phase, if their eldritch token is card equal to half, solve this mystery. So we will be solving that mystery at the end of the Mythos phase. And now is the beginning of the Mythos phase. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And we got another rumor here. So let's put out some clues. Antarctica. Along there. And 21. It's here. Huh. Okay. Space 1. It's going to have an exclamation token. And 3 eldritch tokens. So let's see. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 1 may search for the cause of the unnatural cold. If he passes, he may spend clues equal to half the investigators to solve this rumor. When there are no eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator that has a hypothermia condition loses 4 health and becomes delayed. Wow. An investigator does not have a hypothermia condition, gains a hypothermia condition, and discard 1 eldritch token. That's not a good... Alright, I got to send Rex up there. Or somebody's got to go up there, because... and that happens to be way the hell up there. God. Well, I could do chartered flight. That would immediately let me move 2 spaces. Horrible rumor. Horrible. However, this mystery has been solved. So let us do the next mystery. Exploring Egypt. Okay. When this card enters play, okay, place 1 eldritch token on each of the following spaces. Alexandria. Okay, that's where Michael's at. Cairo. That's where Patrice is at. The Nile River. Okay. And the Sahara Desert. Okay. After an investigator resolves an encounter on a space containing an eldritch token, he may spend 2 clues to place that eldritch token on this card. Ah, man, that kind of sucks. Okay. Now, I can get a clue here, which I'm going to try to do anyways. Patrice, if she closes that gate, she's going to gain a clue. But that still leaves 2 more clues we need, so we'll have to leave and come back. Now Rex could actually go that way, which I might probably do that because he has 3 clues. And he's not far off. And so that may end up I may have to end up doing that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so actually it is Rex's turn. And let's see what I want to do with Rex. I wanted to try to come here and close that gate. And try to beat this crazed mob. This is a crazed mob, oh boy. Whew. I don't know. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I am going to have Rex. So Rex here has 3 influence. Well, I got to get rid of that damn rumor too. Okay, so as my first action, yeah, and I got to spend, how many clues do I got to do that? Yeah, I got to spend 2 clues doing that. Jeez, I got to get rid of that rumor, man. We're gonna suffer. So what I'm gonna do is as my first action, I'm gonna go ahead and gain the Arcane Scholar and the Charter Flight. And now what the Charter Flight is going to do, once per round you may reroll 1 additional die when resolving a test. Actually, I'm not going to get the Arcane Scholar. I'm going to gain that and the Lantern. I'm going to get rid of the Charter Flight, and that's going to let me immediately move 2 spaces. So let's go ahead and move 1, 2. Alright, so I'm there, and I haven't moved yet. So that's my first action. Now my second action is going to be for me to move here. So I'm kind of close. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Patrice, she's going to stay there and try to close that gate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a focus. And we're going to try and acquire assets with her. And she only got 1. And that is not enough to get anything. So that's fine. Michael is going to stay there as well. And we're going to try to gain that clue. So I'm going to give him a focus, and I will try and acquire assets action with him. And I totally unsuccessful. Okay, so there we go. So Rex here is in a city. Let's see what happens with him. To find the city's legendary magic shop requires knowledge of the ley lines. Lore -1. Alright, so my lore is 3. I can roll an additional die, so it's going to be, I'm going to be 3. Okay, didn't complete that, but I can re-roll, And I didn't get it there. So that's not going to happen. If you fail, you move to a random space. Well, shit. That is not good. That cannot be. Let's see, where's this going to be at? Well, hell, I picked 7, and that's where I'm at. So that was freaking lucky. Okay, Patrice is going to try to close the gate. So she's going to go here. Las Carcosa. Turning the corner, you suddenly find yourself on stage. Other actors speak their dialogue and look at you expectantly. Someone off stage passes you a script, but the text is difficult to interpret. Lore -1. Well, we got 2. And we pass. The audience applauds your performance and the curtain falls. Close this gate. Okay, I'm going to close it. So that gate is done. And I'm going to gain 1 clue and 1 focus. Okay. This is, you consider sticking around. You may become delayed to gain 2 clues. Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to gain 2 clues right off the bat. That way she can go ahead and just start to knock this out. So she's going to be delayed. It's fine. I want to stay there anyways. Okay, Michael is going after the clue. So let's see what he's going to get. And he's in the city space. The Brotherhood of the Beast offers to let you attend one of their meetings, provided that you pledge your allegiance to the Dark Pharaoh. You may gain a Dark Pact condition to gain this clue and 1 relic artifact. If you do not gain this condition, okay, I'll take it. I'm not big on these, but I gain a relic artifact. So maybe, let me see. This thing right here, magical relic weapon. Wow. Okay. But I do gain a Dark Pact condition. So I do have to do that, and let's go ahead and take it. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so let us do our next Mythos phase and see what the hell is going to happen. Probably nothing good. And we're going to move this, and we do have 1 gate like that out, so we will be moving the Doom 1. We're going to have us a monster surge, so we're going to put 1 monster on each gate that corresponds to that. Or, I'm sorry, 2 monsters on each gate that correspond to that. So let's go ahead and do that. So Buenos Aires is going to have a bunch of damn monsters here. We're going to have this guy. And let's see. When this monster is spawned, the lead investigator gains a 1 Bane condition. Shit, well, he's already got a Bane condition. And then this guy, this Honored Dead, he's going to move him to the pyramids. So he's going there. Okay, so let's give this guy, let's give him a Bane condition. Yeesh. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Let's spawn a couple clues. Six. Okay, Rex is there. And Tokyo. Okay. And I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Okay, tied to a dark purpose. Resolve the reckoning effect on all conditions, treating all die rolls as 1. Yikes. Okay, well. I have 2 conditions. So for him, he has a dark pact, which is awful, man. So I have to fulfill, draw and resolve a disaster, then discard this card. Well, we're not playing with disasters, so ha ha ha. It's one of the few times that the luck has done me good. So, hey, I'll take it. I know it's kind of cheap that we're not playing with that and that condition shouldn't be in there, but screw it. Get it while I can. This one, however, gain 1 eldritch token, then flip this card. You may gain 1 eldritch token to reroll 1 die. Okay. You may gain a dark pact condition to discard all your eldritch tokens. Resolve the effect that gain 1 injury illness condition. Okay, I tell you what, I will gain a dark pact to get rid to kick that freaking get rid of that. So a horrible card. Okay. Well, I mean that's done with, so it does buy us a little bit more time. Okay. So Patrice. Well, we know she's delayed, so we're not doing anything with her. Oh man, you know what? I forgot to grab the clue off of there. Okay, so I grabbed the clue off of there. Man, what do I want to do with him? There are no clues over here. I have to freaking... I have to get another clue. Rex is going to use his clues to try to get that rumor before we really get screwed with that. Oh man. So it looks like I'm going to have to take Michael. He's going to have to, he can go to, well, see, he can go to the pyramids and he could fight this guy, which is what I'm going to do. We're gonna first thing we're going to do though is we're going to try to acquire assets. And I got 2 successes, so that's good. So let's see what I can get here. I'll take the Arcane Scholar because I'm pretty good at weapons, so I'll take that. And then of course we're gonna move here, and we're gonna fight this honored dead guy here. He has a reckoning. Now, this guy has a will of 2, so and no penalties. So let's see, my will is 4, and plus 2 is 6, so I hit 6 die because of the Holy Cross. And I didn't get a goddamn 1. You know what? I'm not going to even bother trying to reroll. I'll take the 2 sanity hit. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. However, now it's time to fight this guy. I need 3 hits. See, I have a strength of 8 plus my ally. You know what? I'm going to use my special thing because that's going to let me... Well, do I want to move down? I do not want to move down. I want to move up. I don't want to move down. Yeah, I was going to say I'll go after the crazed mob, but no, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'll use my gun and I have my ally. So it's 4. At 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 1 is 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need 3 successes. 1, 2, and I can re-roll one of them. Jeez, man, how am I rolling so shit? Okay, well there we go. There's my 3. So I beat this guy. He's dead. So the pyramids is nice and clean. So looks like I'll have an encounter at the pyramids. All right. Yeah. All right, and then Rex. We're gonna move Rex. I have a ship ticket, So what I'm going to do is I am going to move 1, 2 up here to Alaska, and I'm going to try to solve that rumor before we start getting hypothermia conditions. So let's see. Also, I was going to gain a, well, when I was in that city space, I could have, this is a gain of focus. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Patrice is delayed. So let me see. I never remember here. This is delayed. Can I do anything while I'm delayed? Okay, I'm still going to have my encounter, which is what I'm going to do because I have my clue tokens. So it says after investigator. Okay, after investigator resolves encounter containing eldritch token, he may spend 2 clues. Okay, what does it say? I have to choose from any deck. So we're going to resolve the Cairo encounter deck here. Let's see, it says Ahmed Zavi oversees the storage of arcane objects at the Mosque of Ibn Tulun. You may try to convince him to help you. Observation 2. Okay, pass. If you pass, he grants you gift. Gain 1 relic unique asset. Okay, I'll take it. And now, Sword of St. Jerome. Wow. Pretty good weapon there. Okay, I'll take that. And then it says, after investigator today, you may spend 2 clues. We're going to spend 2 clues and put that token on this card, and those clues are done. Okay, so Michael is at the pyramids. He's just going to have a plain old wilderness encounter. And it's past where your campfire allows you to see. You hear voices chanting. You try to draw a protective sigil in the ground. Lore. Well, he's not the greatest at lore. Oh, well, I do gain a +1 because I have the Arcane Scholar with me. And I passed. If you pass next morning, gain 1 clue. Oh, I will take that. Yes. Yes. Take the clue. Yes. Okay, that means I can just go straight back to the Sahara Desert next turn and do that encounter there. Okay, now let's have Rex here try to get rid of this rumor. I have to do an observation. My observation is 3. But remember, I am cursed. I do have 1 clue I can spend, 1 focus, I have my lucky talisman, and I have my lantern. So I actually get 4 die. So let me get my 4 die, and I need a 6. Let's get a 6. Come on. I got a 6. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 clues, and I will solve this rumor. Wow. This is probably the best we've been doing. But we've been here before where you've been solving stuff and good and it just turns on you in a dime. But that is the end of that. That is pretty good. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead to the next turn here. Mythos phase. And we have, okay, so we're going to move here. Now, I don't think I have any gates of that kind out, so we won't be advancing Doom. We do have some Reckoning. Now, it says everybody may move 1 space towards the bent pyramid, which is actually really good because I will have her, Patrice is going to move to the pyramids. That's because that's 1 space to it. He gets to move. He has to go to the bent pyramid. That's kind of sucky because I didn't want that. So actually, he's going to take a sanity loss. He's dangerously close to 3. He got 3 sanity, but I don't want him to move because I want him to move to Alexander for the next turn. We can get rid of that. Okay, and then Rex, sure, why not? Let's have him do a free move here back to San Francisco. And, or actually, he's going to go here. And then let's see here. We have we've done that. We have no rumors. We have nothing else. We have some monsters here. So let's see what we have. We have the Great Mob. We know if we roll a 1, we have the Advanced Doom. Okay, it's fine. Then we have the Zombie. Alright, we have to get rid of this and put the Epic Zombie Horde on there, which we'll do. That's not that good, but okay. Then we have some conditions. Actually, the only one who has condition, well, we got a couple. We got the Cursed and the Dark Pact. So let's roll. Okay, the Cursed, well, he didn't get rid of that. And the Dark Pact, well, nothing happens. Okay, so that's fine. Let's put a gate on the board. And we're going to have one at Tsugna here. Let's put a monster on the board. We have this guy, the Dark Young. Okay. Event. Each investigator may discard any number of talent conditions, then he loses 1 health and 1 sanity for each talent condition he has. I don't have any talent conditions, so I guess that doesn't hurt. And then our first player will now be Michael. Let me go get the zombie epic monster, and we have to put it here at Buenos Aires. Because I think he's the one that also adds doom to the thing, so we'll figure that. Okay, I put the zombie horde over here where they belong. And now let's go ahead and begin our turns. And of course, we're just moving Michael. He's coming here to Alexandria. And since it's a city, sure. I guess he can. I'm kind of loaded with stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to acquire assets here. I can gain 1, but nah, there's no 1s on there. Okay, Rex. Let's see what I want to do with him. Well, he's way up there. I could send him after the Dark Young. You know what? Hold on. I take that back. I'm not resting. I'm not acquiring assets. I'm resting. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna heal. As a rest action, I'm gonna heal him. All right, now Rex. Let's see here. I can acquire assets. Let's see here. I do need a good weapon, so I will take the Winchester rifle, and then I will move. I'm gonna try to go after the Dark Young. I don't see why not. I mean, get him off the board. Maybe I can close this gate. So let's see. Hey, it takes 5. Whew. Yeah, I don't think. But maybe I can slowly chip away at him. I do have 7 health. Well, you know what I could do? No, I need the rifle. I need the rifle, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to defeat this guy. I have a will of 3. What's my sanity? 7. I mean, he's good all the way around, so let's go ahead and let's try to do the will here. So there's yeah. What a horrible monster. Okay, well I failed, so I'm going to take 3 sanity loss on that. I'm not even going to bother any re-rolls or nothing with that. Okay, so now we're going to try to fight this thing. Now I have the alchemical concoction, which I will discard it, and I'm going to gain 5 dice for that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my natural strength is 3, so I have that. Now, I can't use the rifle, but let me see here. I can roll with the lantern. I can roll 1 additional die, so I'll take that. And then, of course, I can re-roll all my dice. Huh. So let's see. I need, at least 3 hits on them. Okay, well, I got 1 6. So let's re-roll all these die. Wow, look at this. I got 3 6s. It doesn't kill him, but I don't lose any health for that. And this thing's going to take a couple damage. So he's going to take 3 damage. And we're just going to leave him here. And that's it. That's the end of our turn. Okay. I won't have any encounter because that stupid monster's there. So, yeah. Let's talk about Patrice. What are we doing with her? I think I want her to go down here and fight this crazed mob and then try to close this gate. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down here. And I guess I'll spend another focus, get another focus. And we're going to try to fight these guys. And I think you fight these if you pass the influence test, defeat the monster. Okay, well she has the influence of 2, so yeah. -1. She only gets 1 die. No, but I'll spend a focus. Alright, well that's fine. Spin that focus and we defeat the crazed mob. And then so what she's going to do is she's going to try to go through the gate and close it. Okay, so let's start with Michael. He's just going to have a regular encounter. And he's at Alexandria. Alright, you scrutinize all of the existing facts regarding the location of Alexander the Great's tomb. Lore -1. He's not the greatest on lore. But he does have the Arcane Scholar. Okay, I gotta spin a focus. Well, I can re-roll. So let's re-roll. Okay, now I gotta spin a focus. Oh, okay, well I failed. If you pass, if you fail, impair influence. Okay. Alright, so I've resolved my encounter. I have to impair influence. So, but I've resolved my encounter. And I take it as resolving means it doesn't matter which way it goes, it goes. And I spend my 2 clue tokens. I don't have my focus anymore. And we take this eldritch token and put this on the card. So that's that. Rex, he's not going to be able to do anything because that monster is there. And Patrice, she's going to have an encounter in another world. Again, Lost Carcosa. At an elaborate masquerade, you talk to a decadent partygoers who are all maneuvering to be declared as the proper heir to the crown. Test influence. Well, again, she's not the greatest on influence, but we do have some focus tokens. But I passed, no problem. Believing that you can help him, a great a guest attempts to bribe you, gain 1 artifact. Okay. Amigo brain case. You and another investigator may trade possessions. In addition, he may move to your space if he does move to his previous space. Seeking this, the queen demands that you unmask. She questions you relentlessly in an attempt to discover what you learned. Become delayed unless you spend 2 clues. Damn it, I don't have clues. If you spend the clues, you gain her favor, close this gate. I don't have 2 clues. So I'm going to have to become delayed again. God damn it. That didn't go well. Okay, let's do our mythos phase. And we're going to move this here. And we're going to advance Doom by 1. And Patrice is not going to move. So she's going to have to take a sanity. We'll move him to the pyramids. He'll come out here. Rex. I have to move Rex. There's just no other way around it. I don't want to lose any more sanity, so I'm going to move him there. Okay. Let's see. We know the Dark Young. That's right. I think he has the Doom, where if you roll 1, we advance Doom. We didn't. Okay. Then the zombie horde is on a 1 or 2. We advance doom. Okay, we got lucky there. And then he has 2 conditions. Okay, he doesn't get rid of that. And then we have the Dark Pact. Okay, well, he rolled a 1 on the Dark Pact. So this is crap. So here we go. They said there was no need to seek them out, that they would come for you when you were needed. All you can is hope that your friends will forgive you. Each investigator spawns 1 gate unless he gains a lost in time and space condition. Well, that was horrible. I guess everybody's going to have to... I don't want to spawn a gate. That's just terrible. We're doing decent. I guess everybody will gain a lost in time and space condition. Okay. And let's go ahead and put a new gate out on the board. And we have one in London. Let's put a monster on the board. We have a riot. Okay. And then we have the lead investigator gains 1 relic unique asset and may shuffle the expedition deck. Okay. Well, alright. Grotesque statue. When you gain this card from the deck, gain 5 clues. Holy shit. Once per round, you may spend 1 clue to prevent all sanity loss from a single event. Wow. Okay, well, if we need clues, we know who we gotta go to. Michael. He has 5 of them. Okay, that's actually decent. But everybody's got to gain a lost in time and space condition. But first, we have completed this one. So that is done. Our second mystery is done. Let's see what our third one is. Stricken from history. When this card enters play, each investigator moves the nearest clue on the main board to the nearest space on the Egypt sideboard. Okay. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that counter and place that clue on this card. When the clues equal to investigators solve the mystery. Okay, so alright, so we have several clues on this board. Let me try to figure this out where they're all going to go. And give everybody their lost in time and space condition. Each of us moves to the nearest clue on the main board. Okay, alright. Okay, so a couple weird things happened. The lost in time and space says remove your investigator token from the game board. You are unaffected by other game effects and cannot move or perform actions. Instead of resolving encounter, flip this card. Okay. Now, without getting in depth or going on any FAQs, I'm going to interpret this the way I need to. First of all, let's do the easy one. Where the lead investigator gains 1 relic unique asset, he's not going to gain that. So I'm going to put the 5 clue tokens back in the box. He's not gaining the Migo brain case because he would have been lost in time and space. He'd have been off the board and lost in time and space. And that event game effect, I don't think, would have applied to him. Because he's lost in time and space. So this event really wouldn't happen. However, at the end of the Mythos phase, when we had to draw a new mystery, this is where it gets a little complicated, because it says, when this card enters play, each investigator moves the nearest clue on the main board to the nearest space on the Egypt sideboard. Okay, they would not technically be on the board. They are already off the board. And so, no clues, if you did that, no clues would move. But obviously, the purpose of this card is to actually have clues move there. Otherwise, the only way you could ever get clues on that board is if you were able to spawn clues. So, I think technically we weren't supposed to spawn clues move the clues to the board. Because of the loss in time and space thing, us being unaffected, or us not even being on the board. However, I'm going to overrule that. Because the entire purpose of this card is to put the clues from the main board to here. Okay? And I just picked the 3 nearest clues to where they were. Okay? And then, so I have one at the Nile, one at the Bent, and one at the Sahara Desert. Now, that is just a little weird coincidence or fluke or whatever you want to call it that very rarely happens with this game. I think it's kind of game breaking, because if I didn't move any of them clues to that sideboard, there never would be any clues over here. The chances of me drawing a clue over here would be, spawning a clue over here would have to be terrible. I mean, it's just, there's no place on here to spawn clues. There's places here to gain clues, but there's no places on here to actually spawn clues like there is on the main board. So it may be a little bugaboo, or I may be interpreting it right, but if I'm interpreting it wrong, it may be a little bugaboo, but in order to not break the game, in order to do what how this mystery was supposed to be and meant to be from the intent on the card, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I'm taking everybody off the board, like the lost in time and space condition says, and that is what we're going to do. But that's just a weird fluke that sometimes happens with these games. But, you know, and if I was not supposed to move the clues to the Egypt board, I would lose. I would never win. It would be a rare thing if I won, because there's only 6 clue tokens can go on this board, 1 for each of these spaces. The chances of me drawing at least 3 of those spaces anytime soon, when I have a whole stack, it's just not gonna happen. So, and it just, I would automatically lose. There was no way I'd really be able to win. It'd break the game. So that's how that's going to go. But I am putting the clues on that board. Agree or disagree, that's the way I'm going to play it. Now it's up to me to get over there and resolve those clues and counters and see if we can't win this game. So let's go ahead and let's look at Lost in Time and Space. It says, remove your investigator token from the board. You aren't affected by game effects and cannot move or perform actions. Instead of resolving counter, flip this card. So nobody's moving or doing any actions, and we're just going to go ahead and start flipping cards. Dream Quest. You wander the land of dreams for many ages. When it comes time to ascend, you struggle to recall your past self. We have to do a will. -1. She has a will of 4, so I have 3. I pass. If you pass, place your investigator token on a space of your choice. Okay, and then discard this card. Okay, I'm going to do that. I am going to put her. I'll put her on the bent pyramid. Why not? And that is it. Next up is Michael. You wander from one strange world to another, always at the edge of existence. You believe it is possible to open a portal that can return you to the real world. Lore -1. Well, he's not good at lore. I have 3 lore. And I didn't make it. So there's nothing I can do. If you fail, spawn 1 gate and place your investigator token on that space, then encounter that gate. Okay? So we're going to arc them. Then discard this card, and then we're going to encounter that gate, and let's see what happens. Lost Carcosa. You find the lair of the feaster from afar. Its den is lined with stacks of bodies that have all had their brains removed through a hole in their skull. When the creature itself arrives, a wave of terror threatens to overwhelm you. Will -1. Okay, I have 4, so it's 3. Pass. When you when the Fester hunts in your world, you follow closest gate. Okay, well that was quick. I think I do have to put a monster there. I'll put a monster there in a second. You try to warn its prey, influence -1. Well, I'm only going to have 2 influence there. Pass, okay. If you pass, grant 1 random ally asset from the deck. Okay, I'll do that. 1 random ally asset from the deck. And I had to put I think I should put my Monster Hunter. Okay, well that's fine. We'll take him. We'll put a monster here. That's a ghost. Okay. And then Rex Murphy. You fight against the ebb and flow of the universe as it threatens to erode everything you hold dear. Strength -1. Alright, I have a strength of 3. Okay, so 2. I need 6s. Don't get it. I'll spin a focus. Well, I can re-roll. First thing, let me re-roll. No, okay. Alright, so I'll spin a focus. No. If you fail, spawn 1 gate. Place your investigator on that space and discard all of your item and trinket possessions. Okay, I'm gonna have to spin this clue. I gotta pass that. So. Oh my god, I got it. Holy cow, that was some luck. Okay, if you pass, place your investigator on a space of your choice. Okay, I'm gonna put him at the Nile River. And then discard this card. Wow, that was some luck right there. Boy, was that lucky. Okay, so okay, well that's basically it. Let's go ahead and do a Mythos phase. Alright, we're moving this here. We do have 1, so it's moving 1. We have some reckoning we have to do. We know we have the Dark Young. The first thing, let's move everybody 1 space towards the bent pyramid. Now, I am not moving Rex 1 space towards the bent pyramid. I want to stay where I'm at, so I'm going to have to take a sanity hit. Okay. I will move him 1 space towards the bent pyramid. So, let's go here. Okay. And then, let's see if Doom advances. It does, because that stupid thing. See if Doom advances for that one. No. And I have my cursed condition. Okay, I can get rid of it. Okay. Let's put a gate on the board, and we have the Himalayas. Right there. And we have this guy here. Alright. Let's see what happens. Each investigator may do one of the following. Recover 2 health, recover 2 sanity, discard 1 monster from his space. Okay, Rex is going to recover 2 sanity. Patrice is going to recover, I guess we'll do the health. And Michael is actually going to get rid of the riot. Okay. Wow. Okay, excuse me. Okay, Michael is actually going to stay there because I'm going to go through the other world. So I'm going to gain a focus token. And I will gain a ship ticket. Okay. Rex is going to stay there. And he will gain a focus token. And then he will rest. So let's rest him. Patrice will gain a focus token. And I think that's about all she can do. So yeah, I'll put that back. Okay, so let's have Michael's going to have his gate encounter. Lost Carcosa again. Staring out of the cloudy water of Lake Holly, you are horrified to see the entire lake rippling as if something at the bottom is about to surface. You are seized by a terrible panic that paralyzes you. Just will. Alright, well I have a 4 will. I pass, no problem. Alright, though sheer will, you force yourself to run towards the door you entered through. You find the doorway has been replaced by a blank wall. You try to recall an incantation from your studies that will open the portal. Test lore. Okay, well, that's not my strongest point. Alright, I gotta spend a focus. And I fail. If you pass, close the gate. Nope. If you fail, lose 1 sanity. Okay, well, that's not good. Oh, I can re-roll. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, well, I passed then. Alright, because I didn't use... I used the focus, but I should have did the Arcane Scholar. I can re-roll 1 time. So I won't use the focus. I'll use the Arcane Scholar. And, oh, well, yeah. I'll use the focus, I guess. One of them, yeah, okay. I had 2 re-rolls. Alright, so I get to close the gate. Alright, so the gate is closed. Okay, Rex here is going to have an encounter. It's a wilderness. Alright, washing your face in a pool of still water, your reflection shows you're not in life but in death. Will. Okay, my will is 3. Oh, that's right. Hold on. I forgot. I got to gain a clue. And I can improve 1 skill of my choice. Which everything's tied, so I will go for will. Okay. But I got to gain my curse condition back. I forgot about that. Okay, so I have a will of 4. So let's hope I can get a 6. I got 4 5s, but I can re-roll all of them. Oh, that's right. Hold on. And I can... I was supposed to be able to roll an additional die. Here we go. Okay, well, I got it anyways. There's my 6 right there. So I passed. If you pass, you swallow your fear and study the reflection, noting a dark pyramid rising ominously in the background. Gain this clue. Okay, and then it says, after investigator resolves, he may spend 1 clue he gained and place it on that card. So we're going to put that on the mystery, and that one is done. Okay, so let's see here. It's Patricia's turn. She's going to do a counter there, and she's at Wilderness as well. You discover a warning written in hieroglyphics on the lid of a now broken sarcophagus. You try to translate. Lore -1. Well, that's 2. Alright, we got to spend some focus here. Alright, spent 2 focus, passed it. Alright, if you pass, you learn that a piece of Neferkah's body was housed in this tomb, far from the rest, that it might never be whole again. Gain this clue. Okay, so, and we're going to take that clue. So all we need is 1 more clue, and we have passed. We have gotten our 3 mysteries, which is really good. Alright, so there's a clue at here. Where is... Okay, he's almost here. I do have a ship token, so I can move there pretty soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw the Mythos phase. Alright, we're moving here. Now, I do believe we do have 1, so we're going to move Doom 1. Alright, we have some Reckoning, so I'm going to go ahead and move him 1 space. Let's go ahead and move. Rex will take the... Well, he has to move to the heart of Africa. So he's got to go here. Well, that's fine. Let's roll for his Doom. No. Let's roll for this one. No. And then we have his curse condition. No, he doesn't get rid of it. Okay. So that's basically it. So let's put a new gate out on... Wait. This guy has a Reckoning. Move the monster 1 space towards near. Then each investigator on this space or adjacent loses 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay, so it's going to go here. He's not adjacent. Actually, he should have moved. He should have moved last time. I forgot about him. No, I didn't. He came out last time. That's right. Alright, so the Nile River is going to get a gate. That's down there. And we're going to put this thing here. Let's see what he's going to do. When this monster spawn, god damn it, spawn, move it to the nearest investigator. Then the investigator space becomes delayed. Okay, well that's going to be him. So he's delayed. Each investigator loses 3 health unless he becomes delayed. Wait, okay, I'll delay him. I will not delay Michael. He will lose 3 health. Patrice. Okay, she'll be delayed. Okay. Alright, he's delayed. She's delayed. Michael is not. So Michael will come out. He's going to go boom to the Sahara Desert. Actually, he's going to go to space 10. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So, I guess I could have did a focus. Yeah, let's do focus. Okay. So, Rex here is not going to have anything. There's a monster there, so can't do that. Patrice will have an encounter at the pyramid. Alright. 5 gems rest on pillars, but a 6th pillar sits empty. You search the room for a missing stone. Observation. Pass. If you pass, the gem grants you visions of future. Gain 1 task, unique asset. Okay. Okay, unspeakable research. Okay. Michael's going to have a wilderness encounter. See, according to your map, you can make a detour to visit the lake purported to have restorative powers. You may become delayed, recover 3 sanity, or discard a madness condition. Well, I ain't doing that. Okay, so that's the end of that turn. Okay, so let's go ahead with our next Mythos phase. And we're going to have this here. So we're going to, I think we have one of those. So we're going to move Doom once. And we're going to have a monster surge. So we're going to put 2 monsters there. This guy and this guy. And we're going to spawn 2 clues. One in Istanbul. And number 3. Which is, where's 3? Here. Okay. The lead investigator gains a depth condition. If the lead investigator already had a depth condition, okay, well, I didn't. So, Rex is going to gain a depth condition. Like he needs any more conditions, but that's fine. Okay, and then let's rock and roll. All right. So it's Patrice, and I think I will just move her to the pyramids, and she will gain a focus. Okay. Michael, he's going to move here, and he will rest. No, I think he's going to gain another focus. If I can get this clue, we've won the game. Rex will stay there, actually. He's gonna... He got a monster here. So we're gonna fight this monster. So let's do this. Okay, this monster has a will of... There are 2. We have a will of 4, but we have... Actually, I can gain a focus, and I'm going to do my shriveling spell. I'm going to test lore, which is 3. And if I pass, I just kill him. And I do. I kill him. Look at that. So he's dead. Because it lost 2 health and I flipped the card. And I got 1 success. I have to lose a health, but that's fine. Okay. And that's it. We're going to try to have a gate encounter. So Patrice, she's just going to have an encounter at the pyramids. Let's do a wilderness encounter. Hermit offers to guide you on a spiritual journey of fasting and meditation. Will. Alright, will is 4. Pass. If you pass, gain 1 talent condition. Okay. Okay, Michael, for the game, I basically just got to have an encounter. So let's have an encounter at the, what is it, the Sahara Desert. It's been 1 clue. Oh, wait a minute. That's not. I have a research encounter. What am I thinking? And we are at the wilderness. After tailing a suspicious man for several hours, he turns suddenly to make sure he's alone. You try to remain completely still. Observation. Well, my observation is garbage. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's hope I can. I do have a couple focus tokens, so that's the only good thing. Oh, I passed. Don't need to worry about that. If you pass, you observe him meeting with a tall, imposing man dressed in gold. Gain this clue. Okay, so we've done that. We're going to gain this clue. We're going to put this clue on here. That is 3 clues. And at the end of the Mythos phase, the clues on this card equal to investigators. We will solve this mystery. And when 3 mysteries have been solved, we have won the game. Okay, and now Rex, we will try to close this gate here in the heart of Africa. The future. You stand in Times Square, New York, but not as you know it. The streets are empty and the buildings have crumbled to dust. It appears that you will fail to save the world. You try desperately not to fall in despair. Will -1. Okay, I have 4, so I have 3. I pass. Look at that. You get to your feet and find what is left of the central library. The books you find there prove useful. Close this gate. Okay. Deep in the basement of the library, you dig through the archives searching for clues about the downfall of man. Observation 3. Okay, I didn't, but I can re-roll. I got it. If you pass, gain 2 clues. Okay. So I did that. And that is it. So let's do our last Mythos phase. We're going to move this 1. We have one of those 2, so we're going to move the Doom twice. It's going to go to 3. We're going to have a Monster Surge. It's not going to matter. Just put 1 there. Oh, the Wraith. Least investigator gets a cursed condition. Okay, she'll gain a cursed condition. Firebug. There. And there. 2 couple cultists. Okay. Couple clues coming out. San Francisco. And 19, which is here. Alright. Resolve the reckoning effects of each Mythos card in play twice unless investigators as a group spend clues equal to half what? If there are Mythos cards in play with a reckoning effect, which they're not, advance Doom by 1. Okay, so we advance Doom by 1. Doesn't matter, we have spent our 3rd clue, and we have beaten this guy. It's the first game we've won. Let's see what happens. Place the mystery token on the bent pyramid and place 3 eldritch tokens on the sheet. Final mystery. As an encounter, if 3 mysteries have been solved, investigator on the bent pyramid may confront and draw and resolve a Dark Pharaoh special encounter. When there are clues on the sheet equal to half the investigators, the final mystery is solved. So you got to get clues and then Dark Pharaoh. Investigators on the pyramids or the Egypt side of the board cannot recover sanity as part of a rest action. Each time the Doom would advance, discard 1 Eldritch token from the sheet. If there are no Eldritch tokens, they lose the game. Each investigator may move. Okay, and then I maybe lose 1 sanity. Okay. I gotta say, although we were lucky, I think that Lost in Time and Space really helped us because I was able to just go over there. Because we had a bad little run there where the Doom advanced pretty quick towards the end. but those Lost in Time and Space really helped us by having us go here. This guy makes you use the Egypt board. There's no other way around it. You can't complain about this board not getting incorporated when you play him as your villain. So I think he makes it rather easy, kind of. I'll be honest with you. I think he's an easy ancient one because of his conditions, making you move towards there, and everything seems to come up there, so you can just kind of hang around there and resolve a lot of the mysteries. So, but I think we got lucky because, you know, they have 6 mysteries. I think we got the 3 easiest ones. This got lucky, but it's about time we got lucky or had a good turn of luck on this game. But yeah, we got lucky. Although that thing with the Lost in Time and Space could be controversial by putting the clues there, but still, I'm gonna say that's what I was gonna do because I was going by the intent of the card. Although that ended up helping me, so there's that. But either way, hey, live and learn. I did want to go on a little bit of a rant for a second. I have watched a lot of playthroughs of Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition, and a lot of the time, or a lot of reviews of it as well, mainly. And on a lot of the reviews for it, you know, the game's getting praises, you know, out the wazoo. It's just phenomenal. And, you know, they could be right. It could be a phenomenal game. But it seems like in a lot of the reviews, they are downing this game right here. Now, I, like a majority of people, do not think this game is as good as Arkham Horror 2nd edition, because I think in the globe-trotting aspect, where you're going across the globe, it loses some of the theme in horror. However, this game did streamline a lot of mechanics that made Arkham Horror a little clunky. And I think this game is good. Honestly, I didn't think they needed to come out with Arkham Horror 3rd edition, but hey, you know, they must need the money, honestly, because you could still play Arkham Horror. You just tweak it to how you want it. But I will say that a lot of the 3rd edition Arkham Horror, the way the way they have the board pieces, how it's pieces now, tiles, and all that is pretty neat. How they incorporate a lot of stuff from the living card game, which if you like the Arkham Horror living card game, you'll be enthused by it. But honestly, I don't see the need to down this game. This game is a great game. I think it's a very worthy successor to Arkham Horror, and in some ways it's a little bit better. But I just noticed that. It just seemed I watched a lot of reviews for Arkham Horror 3rd edition, and it just seemed like everybody was just... They downed the hell out of this game in those reviews. Or at least most of them did. And I'm like, hey, you know, this is a fun game. Why down it? I think they could have kept on going a little bit longer with Eldritch Horror here. But, you know, that's my opinion. But I hope you enjoyed it. We finally won. Next time, you know, we'll have new Ancient One and new heroes. And we'll see what we can do. But until then, have fun.